She calls me Apple the way I be inside her.
Wow.
Call my bitch Sneeze cause her gazoon tight.
That is a goated.
Hey, my God, I gotta follow this.
Gazoon tight.
Her gazoon tight.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
crazy. That is crazy.
Welcome to another episode of Thick Threads. I am your host, Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Persephone.
Oh my God. Okay.
That is funny.
I think I have one more.
I have one that I wrote. What do you call a fly in court?
What?
A fly witness.
Oh, brought that back. Call me erectile the way I'm at dysfunction. Oh my God, I can't wait till the next party. That's gonna kill.
Call me erectile.
The way I'm at dysfunction.
That's insane.
What are these pages that just popped up? I didn't even save these.
Your algorithm just said here.
Ah, blessings.
Mm-hmm.
Blessings.
Algorithm gods on your side. Mm-hmm.
So you said you had some type of elementary school question? Or?
An elementary school question, yeah. All right. What's the opposite of sorry?
Accountability? No, sorry is accountability. Not doing it? Well, thank you. Yeah, right? What would be the opposite of you? Is there an answer?
There's an answer. There's a lot of answers, but it was just...
Okay, well, I guess you got to see what sorry is.
So
apologizing for doing something bad, the opposite would be congratulations?
No, because you're apologizing for doing something.
Yeah, so... Oh, I guess like instead of saying, I'm sorry that happened, yeah, congratulations that happened.
So this says, because I couldn't think of it, and then I was like, maybe it's unapologetic. Well, maybe you're not sorry, because I'm like, what is not sorry? So unapologetic is what I thought of, but it took me a while to get there. And I was just like, what the fuck is the opposite of sorry? So here it says glad. But glad doesn't make sense to me.
Like, I'm glad that happened?
Yeah, like glad doesn't make sense to me. Unsympathetic.
I think glad makes more sense than that.
Unrepentant.
These are all in the context of it being something negative, right?
So glad when sorry means sad/feeling remorse. Unrepentant when sorry means apologetic. And defiant when sorry is used to mean guilt.
If it stays with around something that negative that happened, I agree the most with glad. I thought we were going like, okay, instead of being sorry for something bad that happened, something good happened and you're happy.
But you just wouldn't think that this type of conversation would arise from a simple question like that because, you know, opposites are pretty like straightforward.
Not
What's
always.
the opposite of off is on? The opposite of light is dark. You know, the opposite of,
I think it's because those are easy
cold
concepts.
is drop.
Easy,
Yeah.
On and off is easy concept, hot and cold. But I think that when you go into like, what's the opposite of, you know, reciprocate or just like concepts like that, then it's like you have to figure out, okay, what is it? And then what's the opposite?
Yeah, I was just
glad.
thinking about it like that because sorry is such a simple word.
Yeah.
It's not like a complicated word that you would think like when they asked the question, because it was like it was one of those interviews like, what's the opposite of sorry? And the person there was like, oh. And that's exactly what I did. I was like, huh.
I think glad was the best answer. Because they're both simple words.
Yeah, and there's also remorseless.
I feel like that's not.
Because remorseless is more. It says keywords for not sorry include unrepentant, unapologetic, and remorseless.
I feel like feeling
which indicate a lack of guilt or regret.
Feeling no remorse is saying I don't feel anything, whereas glad is like I'm glad it happened, which feels like the more of the opposite than I'm sorry.
It happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was just an elementary school question that I just thought was like, This is a little more. This would have stumped me if I got pulled over.
Because if a kid punches a kid in the face, they can only feel three things. They can say I'm sorry. They can say I feel nothing, and they can be like I'm glad it happened. You know. And so I feel like sorry and glad are on the opposite sides, but don't feel nothing is the scariest.
Right. Right.
Because then it's just like, all right, at least the person who was glad was emotionally driven. You know, like I hate this person. Boom. Yes, I hurt you. The one who's just like, I just did it.
Indifference.
I just did it.
Would indifference be?
Yeah, I feel like that's along the same, but I feel like remorseless is what you hear from like serial killers and stuff. Yeah.
I'd be like, man, I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a very fun show for you today, although my thread is isn't that fun.
Oh,
but I guess it could be. Let's do something different. I have a it's the last show of today. I'm gonna let you pick the tone. Okay. One has to do with guilt trips.
Okay.
And one has to do with washing butt.
Let's go washing butt.
Washing butt. Okay.
Yeah. I like it when people wash their butts.
Okay. Well, this is more of the story time type of thing.
Oh, love it. Okay.
So the thread is I guess this is from the point of view of a 23-year-old female. It's from the Reddit relationship advice. My boyfriend, who's a 26-year-old, refuses to and tries to justify not washing his butt in the shower. How do I talk to him about his poor hygiene habits?
Leave.
Not washing your butt is crazy.
Like, how did you not learn that? It stinks.
I always wondered that because I know that people hygiene habits are different person to person. But some dudes are just like, it's almost like shit doesn't bother them.
That's
like you not washing your booty cheeks, you leaving streaks on stuff, and
I have a whole discourse in my head about this right now. It's like there are certain reasons why one wouldn't feel comfortable washing there, and it only goes back to some shit happened to them, like in childhood,
really,
shower. Yeah, a lot of times they'll like avoid that if that history is there.
I thought it was like, I ain't gay,
that
so
too.
I ain't gonna spread my cheeks in the shower.
Exactly.
And that blows my mind. Like, you know what would be gay if there was another dude in there spreading your cheeks. But to think like, damn, even by myself, a moment where I'm spreading these cheeks and letting that booty hole get clean, I think that I might suck a dick after that because
it feels good. Like,
maybe that's a part. Like they're afraid they're gonna like it. I just don't,
because it doesn't feel good. It don't feel like nothing.
If anything, it's like weird. Like you don't have to feel like, yes, it's that time. It feels weird. I do it.
I'll be back there like
I'll be washing the booty hole, spreading the cheeks.
As
I feel like, and honestly, it do feel. I get it. It do feel weird. It do feel gay.
Oh,
but
why?
Because you're spreading your cheeks. Like there's no other context where most people do that.
Except washing.
Exactly. So if that's the only time you do it, it feels strange. But does it feel stranger than having a shitty booty? Probably not.
That don't itch.
Having a shitty booty?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would think it would. That's why if somebody ever say they asshole itch, you tell them to go wipe. Go wipe that motherfucker. That was the worst
That's gross. I've had an itchy booty hole, and I didn't have a shit party.
You probably should have wiped. And if you would have went and
I
wiped.
do.
No, I'm talking about when it was itchy. When it was itchy, that was probably residue. Listen. It would be nice to say everybody betting 1,000 on this. But I'm sure at some point in time, you didn't fully wipe. And you felt the itchiness that was associated with it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I was doing fine, okay? But I had an itchy moment. I had an itchy booty.
But that's an indicator. I'll say that. It's an indicator that
maybe.
That's why dude wipes is out there. You know what I'm saying?
I just think that niggas is thinking way too much into it, and to have a potentially slightly pause moment for 2 seconds as opposed to walking around for, what would that be, 23 hours, wait, I don't know this math. The rest of the 24 hours, besides that 2 minutes.
Right, so 23 hours and 58 minutes. I got you.
That was tough.
The thing is, the water's not even touching it. His ass probably smells like a belly button that's never been cleaned.
Because sometimes you got to go in there with the washcloth too.
Every time you should go in there. And I would think a washcloth, if guys are worried about feeling gay, I would think a washcloth would kind of feel less, than your hand.
Yeah.
I can see your hand, rubbing up and down your, butthole with your hand and your butt crack with your hand. I can see.
That doesn't seem gay.
Versus a towel?
Yeah.
Well, you guys said spreading your butt cheeks.
You meant like a raw hand?
Yeah, don't guys do that? Like washing their butts like they...
Like a butt crack
like
with their hand?
Guys don't even use... How else would they be washing if they're not using a washcloth or a loofah, or they're not using... It would be hands, right?
That's a no-no for me.
Don't a lot of white people wash with their hands?
Yeah, I mean, I've done that before up here.
Yeah.
But not my booty hole with my hand.
So I don't think they're grabbing a towel to wash their butthole.
I feel like
the
a
people
washcloth
that don't
ain't that
use
bad.
towels.
I'm team bidet. Okay? Now you got to get past the spreading your cheeks to get to team bidet, because that's something literally shooting in your butt. So I think that once you reach those levels of cleanliness, none of that other stuff bothers you. I'm definitely not going to use a raw hand.
But I think it's if you're secure, which you're secure in your masculinity, so washing your ass ain't a problem, And even you being secure in your masculinity said there is a weird feeling there sometimes, I guess.
Spreading your cheeks will never
be comfortable.
Yeah.
Even though there's nobody else in there.
Well,
you're alone with yourself.
Right.
So because I've heard this argument be made. So is jacking off gay?
Well, neither is gay.
Well, does it feel like it?
I've never, because I feel like you got to.
I've heard the argument be made.
I feel like for that to feel gay, first of all, that's crazy. I've never heard that. You would have to picture yourself touching another person's penis.
No, you're the one touching. You're a man and you're touching the
penis. Yeah,
but
you handling the pressure.
Listen.
I feel like spreading your own cheeks is like you would only do that to
look back
because
it's
like letting something in there, which feels like something gay is about to happen. Jerking yourself off is self-love.
Y'all be so traumatized.
Self-love.
No, I get it. No, but remember I think I told this story not too long ago where there was some nurses that did a video, or a nurse that did a video who talked about when men come in to get their checkups and they sit on that white paper.
Yeah, there's a streak after.
Yeah, when they get up, there's always like a brown streak.
That's
and it was like men.
Yeah.
And I guess the hygiene, I don't know if it's like just growing up, like, because growing up, women, we are taught like we got to take care of everything. So your booty can't stink, your coochie can't stink.
I don't know if every woman's taught that though.
Whether they adhere to the lessons taught.
It's mentioned.
Because sometimes, you know how when you're young, you're forced to wash up.
Yeah.
You're forced to get in the shower. You're forced to get in the bath.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for some people, when they become independent and adults, they don't keep that same, now that you're no longer forced to do it, are you going to continue? Some people do, and some people slack off. But to have nurses, and then I read the comment section, and the nurses were on one accord
with the streakage,
the streaks left on that little paper.
So mortifying.
The doctors.
Oh my God, that is mortifying.
But also, it's like crack air. You know what I'm saying? Like, how when you sit down on a chair that has air that go,
and it shoot out.
Your booty air is coming along with that. So it goes up. You know what I'm saying? So what if you see somebody and you sitting down and they come to give you a hug and they smell behind your back? If you don't wash your booty, that air is gonna come right up their nose.
I've seen this a long time ago, but I've seen niggas with white tees have a little streak on the bottom of the back of their white tee. And I remember
That's insane.
I asked the dude, I was like, "What is that?" And he was like, "Oh, don't act like you ain't never, wiped with your shirt in there." And I was like, not on purpose, not like wiped with your shirt, but he meant like his shirt got in the way,
brushed against.
Yeah, and I was like, no, because I go like this, especially in the tall white tee days. I would go like that, or I'll take my shirt off. I don't want like cloth.
Maybe when they stood up to wipe, it dropped.
Into what?
It's like wearing a dress, right? We wear dresses and we have to hold it up. I don't know. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Got a brown dress on now.
Yeah, camouflage. But that's why when we be seeing them sketches, sometimes dudes don't be realizing they draws is shitty. I've seen so many sketches with dudes where they sagging and they got streaks, like during a comedy sketch.
And sagging? Streaks and sagging? Nah, that's crazy. Okay, well then this hopefully this thread will save lives, because hopefully this girlfriend has some good advice or gets good advice on how to tell her boyfriend that his booty stank, because apparently most of y'all must be living in this hell. This is a crazy left turn from what I was gonna do. Woo. Talking about butts and poop now.
Yes, wash the masses. Mine is one that we've done before, maybe even 2 times over, but it was posted again, and some of the answers were really funny.
Okay.
So this one is strictly for the fellas. What's the pettiest reason you stopped dating a woman? So this one's on Threads. Every for the last few weeks, the threads that I have gotten have been from Threads.
It's really thick threads. I never even thought to look for threads on Threads.
On Threads, it's some really good stuff on there. So,
yeah, it's like it's one of those apps that post automatically are interesting, because it's like I never think about them, but then I'll go over there and I'll be like, "Yeah, this video did really well."
Yeah,
people right here.
Yeah. So I'm ready for the petty. I'm ready for the butt washing.
All right. Well, before we get into that, we're going to drop y'all with some of these thick facts. Mine has layers, because I'm gonna just say the fact, and it's weird. Like when I read it, I was like, okay, wait. I had to process it, and then I had to process a whole bunch of other things.
Okay.
So get this. Albert Einstein, his eyes are currently sitting in a safe deposit box in New York City.
Why? Just why?
So off rip, I was like, first of all, I was like, what? Then I was like, they do that? And if they did that, why would it be in a safe deposit box and not like a science lab? So apparently, yes, it's Albert Einstein's eyeballs are reportedly still kept in a safe deposit box in New York City, given by the pathologist who performed his autopsy to Dr. Henry Abrams, Einstein's eye doctor, after Einstein's death. Harvey removed the eyes without full family consent, and Abrams preserved them, believing they held a part of the scientist's unique influence against Einstein's wishes for cremation. So this was done.
So they just said, "Fuck you."
That's like, is that how they treat geniuses? Did people try to steal little parts of their body?
They try to study their brains posthumously. Go
So,
ahead and say it.
Posthumous. I think I got it.
Okay, you got it now.
If I hear it, I got it.
Yeah.
So apparently, okay, so the eyes were given to the guy who performed the autopsy. From the autopsy guy to the eye doctor. He took the eyes out without contacting the family, and then the eye doctor preserved them, and he's hoping that they hold a part of his unique influence, even though he asked to be cremated. So I guess the rest of him was burned.
I would even doubt that the rest of him was
He
burned.
took his brain too. So the dude took his brain and his eyeballs. So I guess that's one little sloop. Then he gave the eyeballs to Abrams.
Have you seen a brain connected to the eyeballs, or the eyeballs is just dangling?
Not hanging, but I've seen it going forward. So why are they still there?
So did they study his eyes and find him anything? Like,
I don't even think it was for that. It also says Abrams felt the eyes connected him to Einstein, a cherished, confident, and activist despite the controversial removal.
Oh, this was personal.
This nigga wanted to smash. Okay.
Shot right between the eyes.
I don't have enough answers for this.
This is crazy.
Okay.
It's interesting though, but it sounds like it was on some like personal stuff versus like science and trying to like.
It's hard to say. Look, New York is on some freak shit. New York is also has around New York area, but in a basement in New Jersey, there's Napoleon's penis, and George Washington's tooth is in a tavern out there.
Well, what? Okay.
Whose tooth was it? Right. Okay, so illegal.
Just one.
So there was an illegal autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was illegal. He asked to be cremated. He gave that to his eye doctor. Even though they got specific instructions, cremate them and scatter the ashes secretly in order to discourage idolaters. Oh, and who they told that to. Is it idolater? I've never seen that word.
I don't know.
But I'm assuming it's somebody who, is idolizes him.
Yeah.
But who they told that to idolized him. It says Harvey preserved Einstein's brain.
Boundaries. Like, where do the boundaries come from?
He divided the brain into 170 to 200 parts.
Okay, so he sliced them up.
And removed the eyeballs, gifted it to Einstein's eye doctor. Yeah, this was personal.
Yeah. That's insane.
That's freaky.
Like, people just won't let people, they nosy. Like, you can't just let him die. You got to take his brain out and dissect it. Like, did we learn anything from it? Or did you just take it, dissect it, and just feel...
Excuse me.
And how do you preserve a brain?
I just don't get why it's still there. Like, did the family die without them ever knowing? Like, why is it still there?
Right. At some point, you gotta let it rest. I mean, how much do you think that would go for if it was auctioned off?
I did read a quick little skim. I skimmed by it saying that it stayed there, even though it's rumored to have been on a couple auction blocks. Yeah. Ooh. They remain there as a macabre.
Macabre.
Is it macabre?
MACABRE?
It's a privately held souvenir meant to preserve a part of the genius despite Einstein's wishes.
That right there is when it becomes sinister.
And they were never turned over to a museum or scientific institution, remaining instead in private, secure storage. So I guess they can't. That's crazy how they illegally obtained it, but they can't get it back because of privacy.
Right.
Yeah, that's insane.
Let that boy go. Let him go. All right. So my fact, I asked the question, why is it so difficult for people to spend time in the quietest room in the world?
Oh, the one where they only last like 40 minutes at most?
Not even that. It'd be like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I think the person who lasted the longest may have done around that time or a
40
little
minutes.
longer. Yeah. Spending time in the world's quietest room and I can never say this, anechoic chamber
Called? Oh, I don't know.
is difficult because the extreme silence measured up to minus 24.9 dB causes intense sensory deprivation, leading to disorientation, loss of balance, and sometimes hallucinations. Without external sounds, your eyes amplify internally bodily sounds, such as your heartbeat, breathing, and joints moving, which become an unsettling and overwhelming experience. Isn't that crazy?
What the hell is negative dB sound like?
Right. Loss of sensory cues. Humans rely on sounds or the lack of echo to orient themselves in space. In an anechoic chamber, the lack of sound reflections removes these cues, causing severe vertigo, imbalance, and disorientation, making it nearly impossible to stand for long.
What?
Deafening internal sounds. With no background noise, your ears adapt to the silence and begin to pick up on internal bodily functions such as your blood pumping, stomach gurgling, and even the sound of your own lungs. Psychological strain. The intense isolation and lack of stimulation can cause anxiety, panic, and claustrophobia. Many people cannot withstand the experience. Oh, you're right. You were right. Cannot withstand the experience for more than 45 to 55 minutes as their mind struggles to function without input.
That's a tough story because it's like I got to sit in here for 2 hours just to prove that I could be in here. 45 minutes to 50 minutes is a long time.
They have some videos on YouTube where the people recorded themselves in that chamber, and they, even though they're suspended within, like they're not even on the ground because those vibrations, it's the chamber is suspended in the air. And it's still,
but they're still walking around in there, right?
Yeah, okay. Inside the chamber, yeah, they can walk around or whatnot. But a couple of the videos I saw, people thought that they were near a train station. They were like hearing other voices. They were hearing like trains and stuff like that. And they're like, there's absolutely no trains in the vicinity that you would be able to hear.
Voices would be crazy. My hope is that it's kind of like the reviews for haunted mazes, and they're just like, I threw up. I'm scarred for life. I couldn't even finish it. I couldn't even finish this scary movie. And then you do it and you're like, ain't no way like that.
Right.
That's what I'm hoping. Because, I mean, obviously, like, a lot of people just have trouble sitting in stillness and silence, period, regardless of that. But I do agree there's some eerie part of it. There's definitely some stuff I don't understand if people are losing balance.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The fact that I guess our eyes and ears are balancing each other. It wasn't something that occurred to me because I thought, like, blind people don't have a hard time hearing, and deaf people don't have a hard time seeing. So why is it when a stimulus is removed for us that we would experience vertigo? It's a crazy concept.
Trying to smoke in there.
Right, you gonna hear the embers burning. A faint, occasional ringing in the ear, tinnitus.
Okay.
In absolute silence is generally normal. So, have you ever just been quiet and you hear like a little ringing noise? Well, that's
definitely.
Yeah, that's the brain. Yes, that's the brain detecting its own internal activity. When external noise is absent, however, persistent, loud, or distressing ringing is not considered normal, and it may indicate underlying issues like noise exposure, earwax buildup, or hearing loss. In quiet environments, the brain can increase its sensitivity to sound, causing it to pick up on internal neural noise, which is perceived as a hiss or a ring. The commonality is very common, with 50 million Americans experiencing it. Did you hear it? Or was that because I was talking?
I heard a little ring. It was faint.
Okay. Often becoming more noticeable when trying to fall asleep. Common causes include loud noise, exposure, concerts, machinery, earwax, infections, or stress. When to see a doctor, seek medical advice if the ringing is constant or severe. So that is, I initially saw that, and that is what led me to asking about why it's so difficult for people to withstand the anechoic chambers.
Mm-hmm.
So I've heard that ringing sound.
Where is it?
I think they have one in Boston, but they have a few around the world. But they're I don't know, like, because you're in the dark too. There's no lights on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's to be out of balance in the dark.
Because light would have sound. Tough. You know how, like, we can hear these lights. Yeah. So you would be pretty much sitting in the dark.
Oh.
With no sound.
And you hearing whispers and trains? Oh, yeah. Ain't no damn 50 minutes.
I don't think I'll make 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's a long time in the dark. By yourself? Is it one person at a time?
You can have another person in. I saw one where there was another person in there with them. But for me, you would get the full exposure being in there yourself. Because if there's somebody else in there with you, you might be able to hear their breathing. You can hear, like, you know, and that might settle some of your
I'm surprised nobody fell
anxiety.
Asleep. Seems like a lovely place to sleep. Blackout curtains,
a lot of people,
no sound. A
lot of people need
some
stimuli. Yeah. I be falling asleep with the TV on. You say you sleep with green noise.
And honestly, even when it's silent in the room, you still hear cars, traffic, all that stuff. So there is always something.
Think about people that move out of the hood. Sometimes people have a really hard time moving out of the hood into a quiet neighborhood because you're used to the helicopters, the police sirens, people outside talking. You're used to hearing loud noises, booms, like all kind of stuff. And then you move to a suburban area where it's just completely quiet. There's some people that have moved out of those quiet neighborhoods because the quietness is unsettling. It's uncomfortable, which I completely understand. You gonna try it?
I try it, yeah. Unrelated. Well, you mentioned it, but you talked about earwax built up. When the last time you got a little ear cleanse?
It's been a really long time, but I'll be watching these videos where they have this machine.
Sucking it. Shucking it out.
There's this thing with a camera on it. I watch earwax removals on YouTube.
That probably feels so nice.
Oh, it looks like it feels amazing. I want to go. I want to get it done.
I just put something in my Amazon.
Is it the thing that has the camera attached to it? And it's like a scoop.
Sounds like a doctor would do that.
I have a earwax vacuum. But it doesn't really vacuum. It spins, so it scoops it out like a tractor. You know, it just like spins like this, and it has like a little cup to do it. But it sounds like a vacuum, but I don't feel it. I need a better one.
I be seeing that thing on Instagram. It shows like the X-ray of what those cleaners be doing, and it just packs. It keeps just packing the earwax back into it, and then of course their miracle thing sucks it all out or rinse it all out. Yeah, and I know that, like, what is it called? The pot, the neti pot that like clears that out.
Oh,
I was a grown man before I ever did that. Oh. That shit feels like
heaven,
man. I want to start doing more cleanses like that.
Yes.
I saw this interview with Terrence Crawford, the boxer, and he was talking about how he doesn't eat beef anymore. And I think it was on Joe Rogan, and they asked him why, I forget, but they said he started having back problems, and he went to the doctor, and they said that his shit was backed up all the way up to his back because of beef. And he he did a cleanse and got all of it.
He got a colonic?
Whichever one they don't put he made it very clear he didn't put nothing but
so then he did not get a colonic.
It was like a pill or something that he takes that flushes you.
Cinnapill.
But that got me thinking, like, damn, how much like backed up stuff are we just walking around with every day because we won't get a a cleanse?
I drink a laxative tea.
Would that help? The beef thing? You think?
I drink a slim tea that makes you poop for roughly 24 hours.
Damn.
But not constant. You get it out, and then depending on how much you have in your system, like I don't know how often he did like detoxes like that, where did he drink a prune juice to kind of get it out, or did he, there's other like laxative type stuff. Did he eat cherries and grapes and
trying to see what days I got nothing planned.
Yeah, that's definitely a day. So what I do is, if I know I don't have anything planned for the next day, I'll drink the laxative tea at night, because it takes a little while to get through your system.
You don't boo-boo in the night and on your...
No, but when I first get up in the morning, it does that. Wow.
All right. We're going to start with the butt washing.
Yeah, let's start with the
Since
crack.
this is a part 2.
Whacking that crack.
And we talking about flushing.
Mm-hmm.
Relationship advice. I don't know how to ask him about it again, and I know I'm not wrong for wanting this bad habit to change, because it's having a negative impact on my attraction to him. What would be the best way to approach him about this? Also, this is my first Reddit post seeking advice, so I'm sorry it isn't descriptive enough.
Tell his mom. Have her do it. That was her job. Tell his mom currently.
Bad. That's not bad.
I need.
Here's an edit. When he said dirty, he means as disgusting or gross, not sexual. He thinks it's nasty to use your hands or whatever you wash your body with to clean your butt, whether it's one item for your whole body or if you have one specifically for cleaning your privates. So I'm assuming somebody came with the same thoughts that you did.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's a rational thought. But for him to have that thought process, it's like has to be a couple screws missing, because I mean, they do say we're nose blind to our own sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
shit too? Or I thought that was like our skin pheromones.
Right.
I don't think it's shit.
Well, if somebody doesn't know, I don't know. Even you can't tell his homeboys, because they already know. Everybody already knows, and nobody's telling him. That's the most embarrassing part about this.
Damn.
Is that if your booty is stinking like that, to where she's disgusted when you open your crotch, and she said he's a big guy and he goes to the gym and he be sweating.
Damn.
Either he don't have no friends because he always thinking and he scares the hoes away. Because who wants to be going out with somebody that stink butt? Yeah, he be stinking up the car. He probably
That's crazy. The sit down and the stand up air is insane.
Yeah.
And a lot of the women are saying, leave him, tell him why, break up with him.
It's hard to do that when you love somebody, but if it's affecting the attraction, it's like I'm a big advocate on telling someone the information that most people find it difficult to tell someone. So if his butt stinks and we're hanging out all the time, so that means we're sitting on the same couch.
It's best to just rip that boo-boo Band-Aid off. I like the mom thing, because even sometimes, like, it feels like even if the message is right, it really depends on who it's coming from, when it's coming, why, all that stuff. And it seems like the mom role gets past all of that. You'll never question the who. The when don't really matter. The why don't really matter. It's like, nigga, I raised you. What the hell is this?
Right.
The only way that would backfire is if the mom was mean or gross too, something like that.
See, I was thinking like tell dad, but then that might be where he got the whole message from.
Yeah, dad ain't.
So
he might be nasty too.
But sister, if mom is like no longer with us or whatnot, tell his sister, her female cousins. You gotta have a woman break it down to you, because if you told his homeboys, they might just they be like, I'm sorry, sis, you got to deal with it. We don't even hang out with him no more because we got tired of it. So. Damn. They may have joked around, of course, 'cause your homeboys roast you the most, right? So he's probably got.
And even if there isn't a roast, it's like, damn, my homies think this now to the point where they had to. It's like way more embarrassing because a lot of these intimate conversations be happening with just the significant others.
I don't think he knows how embarrassed he is, because can you imagine? Like your
No.
girl telling you that
No.
she did not want to suck your dick because she's disgusted
Because of the
in
boo-boo
your
behind it.
crotch area. It's probably seeping into the like gooch areas. Probably
Probably not much of a seep.
crusty.
If you got a shitty booty, it's probably all down there. Because your boxers is probably holding all that in like a hot box.
So do you think he washes his like gooch area?
I mean, she said that she didn't have a problem with how she washes the front.
Okay. So then if he's able to do that, my thing is, how can you just not let the water hit? Even
that's a huge thing because it's like that's what the bidet is. And if you have, and that's why I was originally started with the spread in the cheeks thing, because sometimes the shower can do a lot. Obviously, you want to go in there with something else like the bidet or the washcloth, but even if he just did that, it probably would have been better.
Is it too much to just bend over? Because he probably don't have like donkey cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
He said he was a big guy. Could have been thick.
He might not. Well, you got to be crazy thick to bend over and it not open, on its own. So is that another alternative when you get into the shower to just bend over, or is that equally? Because when you bend over, it opens, right?
The booty hole?
The booty crack. It spreads when you open. So you don't necessarily, if you don't have a big old ass, you don't necessarily have to.
No.
So I mean, maybe that is
I don't know if I would recommend him going from doing nothing to bending over fully in the shower, but you're definitely on the right track. Somebody said you ghost nasty people like that. You don't accommodate them and lower your hygiene standards. Someone said dump him. He's a grown man. Taking his own hygiene into account is his responsibility. Let him reap the consequences of no one wanting to be intimate with him. I mean,
people are so mean.
It's harsh, but it's like, if talking don't work, what else can you do?
But because she talked to him once and he said he feels like, but did she tell him like it stinks? Because she might have been tiptoeing around it, like, oh, why you don't do that? Like, I've noticed, like, you got a problem with that? Like, but has she said to him, baby, it stinks. It's funky.
Mm-hmm.
I can smell it even when I'm sitting next to you. Like,
that's crazy.
You stink up the room. It's like a tornado of funk.
Somebody said something similar to you. Just bring it up to friends and family. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a debate for some reason in our home. Do y'all wash your ass in the shower? Because I always have, and for some reason, oh boy isn't doing it. So I was hoping for more information. That's a terrible way of going about it. Is this normal to go years without actually washing your private, or should you get medical attention and a therapist? When you see the looks of horror as they realize he hasn't cleaned property in his entire life, they will probably ask him to leave, then allow him to sit on furniture inside. Mm-hmm. If you act like an animal, he can go outside too. I mean, it's the internet, so it's going to be a little colder than necessary. But
does he wipe?
Because
if you feel uncomfortable letting the water run down there after you use the restroom, do you feel comfortable swipe or no swiping?
Honestly, I don't know.
That's crazy.
It's way worse than I thought. I thought it was just it was clean, but wasn't all the way clean. But if they smell it when being intimate and just sitting next to each other, it's probably way worse than I thought.
He's probably not wiping.
Yeah,
that either, or maybe he does like one wipe.
Yeah, and all the answers are pretty much the same. Like leave him. But I think that the most substantial answer is bringing it up to family. That's what makes the most sense.
I think that'll get the point across. Mm-hmm. But it might start an argument because he might put two and two together that you said something to the family if y'all just had the conversation.
Oh, I thought you meant bring it up to them first so that you never have to deal with it.
Oh, right.
And then
yeah,
seeing if
but
that
she had
works.
already brought it up to him, right? Because she had already asked him about it.
I don't know. I forgot.
It sounded like she had asked him about it, and he said like it was.
Oh, when he said it was
suspect.
dirty?
Yeah, it was dirty.
Oh, I think that was like a passing thing.
Oh,
like,
okay.
While they were in the shower, like, oh, you're not going to wash your butt?
Right.
Oh, no, that's dirty. And then she was like, And then started thinking of all this stuff.
Listen, if we in the shower together.
And then like peeked in and saw that he doesn't do it when he's by himself.
I'd be like, you about to get out? No, you're not. Hold on. Let me get behind you real fast.
You would put your hand in a nigga booty?
Charges. I accept the charges.
Ew.
I might get that towel and just be like, if you asking me to put my mouth on your nether regions.
He's not asking you to eat his booty though.
But I can only breathe through my mouth. I mean, through my nose. If my mouth is on his.
So you would take the brown ale. You would take a brown ale.
Man, I'm getting that towel and I'm break up with me. I don't care. At least your ass is clean now.
It's not gonna be clean for long.
And then he could be like, "Oh no!" when he get back in the shower. I liked it. What if that, jump starts ass cleaning?
Mm-hmm.
There could be some good that comes out of it. You just got to tussle a little bit.
Okay, let's go. Let's go on to yours. I was waiting for this to wind down. I'm so sick and tired of talking about boo-boo. Wash your ass, y'all.
Man,
and if not, tell they mama.
Okay. What's the pettiest reason you stopped dating a woman? This is for the fellas. And this was from Trendy Topic Tiff. I love her.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tiff.
Yeah. So the first one is Tony Baker. He says she was like, "Why you sleep with a night light on?" Judgy tone. I was done after that.
Damn.
Dang, Tony.
Tony Baker got a nightlight.
I have night lights around the house, but I don't need them. I don't need them to sleep. But if somebody questioned, like, "Why you got?" Excuse me. I wouldn't stop dating somebody for that though. She didn't have any hobbies and resented me for having them.
That's done.
I don't even know if that's petty.
That's not petty at all. That sucks. It's like, nigga, do something.
Ooh, this one's valid. She didn't think servers deserved tips.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Damn, she picked the one thing that's like the first thing people look for when they're trying to figure out if somebody's an asshole.
A good person or not, right?
That's her thing? Yeah, okay.
Now, this was petty. This woman once told me she hated SpongeBob SquarePants, and after that, I just figured we wouldn't click.
Yeah, I think that's the winner so far. All those other ones you could argue isn't petty, but I mean, who the hell doesn't like SpongeBob? SpongeBob is the perfect cartoon.
Right! It's so funny and bubbly.
And I feel like it will never die because people just reference it up all day in every comment section. So yeah, I don't know. There's a couple cartoons that's like, I don't think we're gonna work.
Yeah, right. First date, she did a shot of whiskey, then a glass of red wine, then a shot of gin, all in 1 hour. I said, nah, this can't be the one for me.
It was what was in the middle?
Red wine.
Damn, she
a shot of whiskey.
Trifecta.
She was trying to get bent.
The mixing is what's concerned. Now, if a girl took, 2 shots and a glass of wine, I'll be around some turned up people. That's not that crazy to me. In an hour, sure, but that's not too crazy. But the fact that they were all different is like, oh, you might be violent.
Right. Like, what is going to become of this? If she didn't after that, then why?
Right.
But maybe she did. Maybe she did, and he was just like...
He would have included something else.
Back to, yeah. This girl said, this comment section shows men don't settle as much as women. Dang, y'all will cut someone off over anything. A lot of these are from men. Oh, well, it is a fellas. So I'm tripping.
Damn. There you go.
She pronounced salmon with a hard L.
Dumb.
Ain't no way he stopped talking to her because of this. I did stop talking to a dude because he couldn't spell on the text.
That's the same thing.
But no.
How's that different?
Because he's just giving one example. Like, it was several things. It was like, I got tired of wanting to text him after so many mistakes.
At least he knows how to spell it, though.
Yeah.
He just don't know how to say it.
The one I didn't know how to spell.
He included that L for sure.
Now, y'all, I had this girl over for the night and we took a shower together. Why, as we were scrub-a-dubbing, she used her booty rag on her face. I'm talking about from the labia majora to the right jawline while making eye contact. At that point, my ancestors would not allow me to see her the same.
The order makes so... And what's crazy is
we just talked about this.
I didn't know that it was such a like recon mission showering with another person, you know, like
you get to see the crux of the hygiene.
Well, that's what sucks is because I didn't know that was a real shower. First of all, showering together sucks.
Wait, so when you took a shower with people, you don't be washing your booty or your feet or your...
I don't think because, okay, contextually, the showering together is supposed to be like, like cute and stuff. Mm-hmm. And also, it's usually like after sex or something. Mm-hmm. So more than likely, it's just like a quick little thing. I didn't know we was doing a deep clean. Mm-hmm. That's why when in the other story I was like, oh, she looked when he was by himself. He still didn't wash his booty. Mm-hmm. But like, if y'all are in there together, you waiting for the hot water. Yeah, you waiting for the hot water. You sitting there soapy. It's like, no, let's get in and out. Mm-mm. I didn't know we was judging each other.
Yeah, we washing for real. Like we can ha and kiki together, but no, we washing for real. I'll even wash your back.
Scrutiny. But even that's like, we're in here together. It's cute. I didn't know y'all was really getting
are you going to get back in the shower afterwards and then wash your butt?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming after sex, yeah.
No, I'm saying after you guys shower together and you're just playing around, she washing for real. I mean, you guys are in the shower together, so if you're washing, unless you guys are trying to have sex in the shower, then I could see like you already kind of being pre-prepped for that. Then getting in the shower and, getting it done, and then I don't like someone else in my shower, so I'm not having the same experience that I have by myself. Yeah, I was in a relationship and we actually lived together, and he did not want me to shower by myself, and I got so frustrated.
Damn, that's annoying.
That's
such a peaceful moment.
Sometimes I actually snuck. I snuck to take a shower by myself, and he would catch me, and he'd be like, "You always showering now?" Like, because
give me a moment. That's so that's very. I don't even know what like that is up here when somebody like can't let someone else have like some alone time or time to themselves. That's like, I don't know what that is. Like, are they afraid to be by themselves, or are they afraid for you to be by themselves? Like, I don't get what it is. It has anything to do
with fear. I think it's just a preference. I think, like in my case, he didn't fear doing it by himself. He just liked to do it when I was doing it. And
but if you were sneaking and doing it even when he didn't want to, why not just let you? He's like, oh, she's having a shower. I have to, like, I just don't get the...
I think that was just his preference. Like, oh, we getting in the shower now? And I'd be like, I am. And he would still like get in, and I'd just be like, all right. That was a frustrating thing, you know, but it seems that that's kind of a thing in relationships where like they shower together, and I don't know, like I don't shower with someone else often, but the times we have, I've peeped, and it's always been good. Like shower, everything was taken care of, so I never noticed, didn't wash a booty or, didn't wash your toes or, so I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah. She had a skinny tooth. And this was before I did the Invisalign, so I thought we both can't have crazy teeth. What would the kids look like?
A skinny tooth. That is
the
so
front
specific.
one being skinny is
yeah, like if it's supposed to be a buck tooth.
It's one of the side teeth is right here.
Diet teeth is crazy.
She spelled YHU, and I just couldn't.
Every time?
That might be her thing.
Hugh.
Her kids was bad. That's not a petty reason.
I couldn't do that.
She had roast beef lips down there. If you know, you know.
I know.
You stopped talking to a girl because she had roast beef lips?
No.
I didn't think that was a thing that y'all really tripped out about.
No, but I mean, I've seen them. Spillage.
This guy said, first date, she ordered a steak well done and then asked for ketchup for it. I stand by my decision.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that gotta come with something else. That gotta come with something else. Well done and ketchup. You were raised by wolves.
Oh, this might be the pettiest. I had to make an annoying left turn to get to her place.
Wow. Where she lived?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it must
crazy.
be one of them funky ass streets that you have to like. It's like 7 different ways that you can go in one direction, and one is like
what?
That's the pettiest.
Tell her to come to you,
right?
I still stand by. She didn't watch SpongeBob. She didn't like SpongeBob. I like that as the best answer.
Right. This one said after the date, instead of saying bye, she said deuces.
Hey, act like a nigga, get ghosted like what? All right, deuces, my dude.
Oh my God,
that
hilarious.
Was strange.
Yeah. My dogs didn't like her. Her second toe was longer than her big toe.
Oof.
She bought a fake Gucci belt. And she had a money spell and ancestral altar in her bedroom.
Okay.
Those were all different ones. I just went down the list.
Oh, those weren't the same girl?
No.
Okay.
Those were just like boom,
okay,
because
I was trying to process those together. I was like, hell no. What was them? Say them again.
My dogs didn't like her. Her second toe was longer than her big toe.
That's most
me.
women.
She bought a fake Gucci belt.
Okay, that's funny.
She had a money spell and ancestral altar in her bedroom.
Not doing spells. I remember I walked into a girl's place and I started seeing rocks and pictures of like, you know, them old drawings that look like tarot cards. It looked like the occult and like witches and stuff. She told me she was a witch.
Oh my God. Whoa.
Gotta go.
Yeah. The last one, she hit me with 2 draw 4s and my heart sank.
Yeah,
got him up out of there.
You lost the game. I think
she dodged a bullet on that.
Y'all gotta just like SpongeBob, all right? Forget all the other stuff. A lot of that stuff they couldn't help or it was weird. You gotta like SpongeBob. That is a cultural phenomenon.
That's where you draw the line.
I draw a hard line at SpongeBob. SpongeBob in The Office. You gotta like one of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was fun. Oh, we over an hour today.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for another episode of Thick Threads. Make sure you go ahead and check out our Patreon. We have a lot of fun stuff going on over there. We're playing games like Assassin's Creed and Split Fiction on our gaming tier. Yep. We're rolling out our Snowy Utah Part 2 We Trippin' on our travels tier. And we are doing we're reading your guys' responses to all the threads that we do on the show once a month. It might be more than once a month because it's way more responses than we thought. So we appreciate y'all for that. Make sure you jump over to our communities post and leave your answers for these threads.
And next week, remember guys, we're doing a live episode next week. So make sure you set your calendars, 11 o'clock a.m. on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing the last 2, and we decided to make that a thing. Mm-hmm. So at the end of every month,
last Tuesday of every month,
pull up on us. It'll be on our YouTube channel, and then we will more than likely stop that live and go on over to Patreon. So. We're still getting it together, so we're rolling out, that you guys can pull up at the end of every month, and it's fun. So we like having them in with us.
I do.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have been giving a lot of cool responses and really adding to the show, so we really hope you pull up next time.
Yeah, thank you.
But as always, I've been Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Persephone.
See y'all thick niggas next week.
Thick niggas.
See y'all thick niggas next week.
Bye.